Welcome to the radio and television station. Here comes to the news today. On the occasion of attending the ASEAN-US Special Summit in Washington, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính had a meeting with the Cloud Prime Minister Phan Vivavan. At the meeting, discussing a number of international and regional issues of mutual concern, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and his counterpart Vivavan agreed to continue to closely coordinate and support each other at the regional forums and internationally, especially at the UN, ASEAN and the sub-regional cooperation mechanisms contribute to the maintaining the solidarity, unity and central roles of the ASEAN in the face of current challenges in the region and the world. Also, during his stay in Washington, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính had a great meeting with the President of Indonesia, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, and the Prime Minister of Thailand during more important bilateral cooperation contacts with each country, as well as exchange several regional and international issues of a common concern. Continuing the program of visiting and working in the U.S., on the afternoon of the May 14th local time, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính visited, spoke and attended a policy discussion at Harvard University, Boston, Massachusetts. Here, the Prime Minister analyzed the topic of building an independent and self-reliant economy associated with proactive and active international interaction in depth, substance, and effectiveness in Vietnam. In particular, Vietnam affirms its consistent policy of sticking to the line of innovation, open up, proactively, actively, interacting deeply and effectively with the outside world. The Prime Minister highly appreciated Harvard University with its long history, long tradition, influence, and reputation among the best of the U.S. and the world. Meanwhile, Massachusetts is one of the destinations in President Ho Chi Minh's journey to find a way to save the country. TV channel CNN and the Canadian travel magazine The Travel recently highly appreciated Vietnamese coffee, considering it one of the best drinks in the world. Currently, Vietnam ranks 10th among 10 countries with unique coffee culture in the world, and is second largest coffee exporter in the world after Brazil. Besides the size of the export sales and rich coffee culture, Vietnam coffee is more known for its quality. Vietnamese roasted coffee is not only loved for its delicious taste, but also for its uniqueness. It is also one of the best gifts that travelers can bring home for friends and family while traveling. On May 14 in Berlin, Germany, the foreign minister of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization NATO countries held an informal meeting. Here, the Prime Minister analyzed the topic of building an independent and self-reliant economy associated with proactive and active international interaction in depth, substance, and effectiveness in Vietnam. In particular, Vietnam affirms its consistent policy of sticking to the line of innovation, open up, proactively, actively, interacting deeply and effectively with the outside world. The Prime Minister highly appreciated Harvard University with its long history, long tradition, influence, and reputation among the best of the U.S. and the world. Meanwhile, Massachusetts is one of the destinations in President Ho Chi Minh's journey to find a way to save the country. On May 14, Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader of the U.S. Senate, made a surprise visit to Kiev with a number of other senators in the party and held talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Mr. McConnell is urging Republican Senator Rand Paul to end his opposition to a $40 billion aid package for Ukraine, which has broad bipartisan support in the United States. President Zelensky held what he called a strong signal of U.S. bipartisan support for Ukraine and the sustainability of relations between the two nations. Meanwhile, TASS news agency quoted Russian ambassador to the U.S. Anatoly Antonov as warning the U.S. not to cooperate more slowly with Ukraine, saying that the situation in the regions was extremely dangerous. This is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. Goodbye.